Some of you may ask that question before, by life.
Oh,
oh yeah. Oh, life asks you that question. Especially if you're in this room and you've ever wanted to go for a goal. You've ever wanted to achieve something in your life. Oh, life asks you. It says, what are you doing here? You know how in the movies, and whenever you hear people say, what are you doing here? It's always a tense moment, you know, what are you doing here? Like, you don't belong here. Right? So life will ask you that question. What are you doing here? And you know what happens when life asks that question? Oh, by the way, it's a test. Life is just testing you. So some people now say, oh, well, hey, life, I'm going for my dreams. I'm going for my goals. I want to be successful. I even got my Think, Act, and Earn Like a CEO workbook with me. Well, I'm serious, life. And then guess what life does? Life will... No, life don't do it that bad just yet. Life will take the workbook and beat you on top of the head with it a little bit. Yeah, see, life does that first. You got to do it. It does it slowly first. Not the 2x4 just yet.
Stages.
You know, and you know what's really interesting, and you know, because we talked about businesses earlier. Some of you have been involved in business, and you know how you get into business, and you want to succeed, and you get a few people telling you no. And you say, man, you know, it ain't worth it. I mean, I can't take this no more. Some of you been there? Yeah, and you walk away because a few people told you no. That's life, guys. That's life just testing you. And it's amazing. I have seen it for the past 11 years in business. So many times people get in. I told you earlier, they get so excited. And then a few days later, they're not returning calls. And what I found out, what I always found out later on, was that the reason why they were not returning calls anymore was because they called a few friends, because they were so happy where they were headed. They were so happy with their goals. And they called a few friends and say, hey, Mary, guess what? Man, I found this unbelievable business. And Mary said, are you serious? You're going to do that thing? Give me I done it. It failed. And you're probably going to fail too. And then, because most people don't understand the process, so they say, hey, you know what, it probably ain't worth it. Isn't that interesting? Some of you here probably know what I'm talking about. And it might not just be business, it could be just various parts of your life that you've tried to succeed at. And then different things happen. It was just life testing you. Just wanted to see what you were really made of. If you were just taught, or if you really meant it, that you really wanted success. That's why earlier we did the stats and we realized that only, what was the percentage of people making all the money? What the percentage?
20%.
Exactly, 20% were making all the money. Isn't that interesting? Because the 80%, they're not bad people, guys. Some of the 80%, hey, might be in this room, I don't know. But there's nothing wrong with the 80%. It's just that when life came and asked them that question, what are you doing here? They got scared. They say, maybe I don't belong here. Maybe I belong where my parents did. So that's the first question, and that's the test.